Hi folks, Luke Evans here from the agency Real Estate. Very excited to have Claudio Encina here for a coaching tip series. Claudio, it's Friday the 6th of February. If I'm an agent in a marketplace and I haven't had the best start to 2026, what can we do to get back on track?
Yeah, really good question, Luke. First, understand that time is ticking, right? We're already in February. Q1, we're almost going to be halfway through it. So I think the main thing you got to think about is, okay, what would be 5 things that could actually move the needle in my business, right? So if I look at my times when I felt like I was in a bit of a hole or a bit of a slump, I felt like I just got to revert it to keep it simple and not complex.
Yep.
So 5 things would be is like, how many calls do I want to punch out each day? Well, just a certain amount of calls. There's a great book, Atomic Habits, right? James Clear. He used the analogy of using paper clips. And he said, like, if you were dedicating to do, say, 20 calls a day, do not leave the day until you put 20 paper clips from the jar, so out of the jar, back into that jar, right?
Yep.
So think about how many calls will I do every day.
Yep.
I think aim for like going on 2 appointments, right? 2 appointments a day.
Yep.
Buyer appointment, seller appointment, because cash flow follows appointments. Yeah, right? So think about how many appointments you want to focus on. The third thing is you really want to be putting yourself out with a bit of visibility, right? Social media is a big game changer for the last few years now. So the algorithm, especially with AI, loves content, yeah? So try and push at least 1 piece of content a day through your social media channels. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is build your social currency, your database, right? You want to know people that know you, who you want to reach out to, etc. And probably the last thing is, I'd probably say, as you do those 4 things, think about what's an area that you can maybe move the needle right now. I'd probably say like expired listings. Like, we're seeing, the call of interest rates now, like where that's going to be heading in 2026. There's been a lot of properties of days on market for a long time. So think about how can you offer something different to an expired listing that the other agent isn't doing right now.
You're bang on. I think especially if you've had a listing on the market or one of your competitors had a listing on the market since September, October, the energy levels are dropping off, the level of communication's dropping off, the vendors are getting nervous, maybe a bit of lack of urgency, somebody's door knocking, or maybe a really positive conversation about if they've considered changing agents is a really good strategy. I also think that if you felt like you might have lost a little bit of business in January, take someone with you from the office. If you haven't got a principal or someone that works with you, take your sales manager with you, take your coach, take a colleague, just for somebody else's lens to look at what you're doing and what you're saying, and just a third-party tweaks to make sure that we're increasing that conversion, but also getting better with every appointment.
Yeah, and you know what? This is reality, Luke. In sales, you're only 1 listing or sale away from finding your mojo.
Yep. Well, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So that's all gold, Claudio. We'll see you on the next coaching tip. Thanks for tuning in.